now talking to Keith, Vice President of Global Marketing at OPW. Keith, can you tell me a little bit more about the products you're displaying here at NACS PI this year?
I'm happy to. Thanks for asking. We're having a really great show and we're having a really good response from all the products that we're featuring here. We have a lot of things that are new that we're bringing to the market this year that we'd like to talk about. So one is on the very back of our booth, we're featuring a brand new car wash, which is based on feedback from all of our customers over the last few years. We made a lot of enhancements. So it provides a much better car wash for customers, as well as reduces maintenance costs. So the feedback we're getting from the market is extremely positive on that end. We also have a new CNG nozzle that we've developed, and that's for international markets. And so it's a new pistol grip design. We're going to talk a little bit more in depth on that in just a moment. Continuing on alternative fuels, we have a whole new range of conventional nozzles for the US market. So as ethanol blends are starting to increase up to E15, we've got a new product line that goes up to E25 as well as B20. And so that gives customers an option between E10 and E85 that they can focus on this product offering that's designed specifically for that product. We also over here focus on some of our below ground products, which is hard to see, but you know, with some of the recent acquisitions of KPS and Fiberlight, we've integrated those into the OPW family.
Okay, Keith, what else is new?
We have a new composite multi-port that we've just developed, and that's using the new Fiberlight technology that we brought to the US, and we've had a great reception from that. And then also in addition, we have a new tank gauge that we're featuring called the Nano, which is smaller footprint. It still has a lot of functionality. It's a reduced price point, and that's getting a strong reception from the market as well. So overall, we have really a lot of new products here that we're featuring. We're very, very excited, and we're getting a strong response from all the customers here today.
Okay, thank you. And what do you think, where are you focusing at the moment right now?
Okay, well, OPW as a company, a big part of our strategy has been globalization. So while we have a lot of new products here for the US, we're also focusing a lot in the global marketplace. And you see from some of our recent acquisition activity, so KPS and Fiberlight in Europe, as well as we've made some acquisitions, Jump in China and L'Equip in Australia. So we've really become a much more global company. And that's allowed us to offer more compelling solutions to customers in all regions of the world. So we'll continue that focus as we go forward, and we'll have more to talk about some future acquisitions for next year.
Okay, thank you very much, Keith.
Thank you.
Hi Douglas, thank you for coming here. As Keith just said, you want to explain me a little bit about the new CNG nozzles?
Okay. OPW has released a new pistol grip, lever action CNG nozzle for the global market. It has a very unique patented feature of it to where it's one click to activate and it's one click to deactivate. This is the only nozzle in the global marketplace that has a single one-handed true operation. It's made for CNG automobiles for fast fuel. It can also be used for commercial buses, taxis, any other municipal vehicles. We're very, very excited about it. We've had a tremendous amount of traffic in the booth because of it, and we're looking forward to it adding a lot of excitement to our customers to help them drive business to their stations.
Okay, thank you very much, and I wish you great success here.
Thank you.
I'm now here with Steve O'Brien from Leighton O'Brien. Steve, thank you very much for your time.
Pleasure.
Can you tell me a little bit about what you are displaying here at the show?
Sure. This year here at the PEI we're showing our three main service offerings. The Precision Tank and Line Testing Service. This is a service that we offer for a lot of compliance type precision testing. But we're also doing more and more pre-site commission testing. So before a site is commissioned and starts selling fuel, we make sure all the pipe work is 100% tight and leak-free, down to a precision of 1/7000th of a PSI. So it's a highly accurate precision tank testing system. The other service we're offering is our patented fuel cleaning and polishing service. Currently we have 6 trucks here in the USA. We operate 2 trucks ourselves direct, and we also operate through our distributor partnerships. So yeah, the patented technology ensures that fuel quality after we leave the site is 100% on specification. So we make sure that all the fuel's clean and bright and there are no operational issues. The third service we're offering is our wet stock live system. For 20 years, Leighton O'Brien have been doing SIRA, or traditional SIRA, which is essentially here in the US, it's a compliance tool. But we've put it on steroids. You know, with automation in retail technology, we're getting much finer granular data, and the service is now more than just compliance. It's grown to be like a full business optimization. So leak detection is obviously the core of it, but we also make sure that other business functions are operating well. So pump flow rates, we make sure they're all on spec. Water, we keep a close eye on water. Very important when our clients have biofuels in their tanks. We look at the meter drift rates, in other words, at what rate are the meters drifting, and how often they should be recalibrated to absolutely minimise the fuel losses. So yeah, that's the service offering. We're actually showcasing the wet stock here at the PEI. So this is our worldwide launch of our new wet stock monitoring service.
I'm talking to Miguel Silva from Petrotech. Miguel, thank you very much for your time. Can you tell me a little bit about the new product that we are seeing right here?
We are here in the PI presenting our Progress line, which is a line of fuel dispensers that we are presenting for our Latin American market. It's a new and innovative product with a new meter and a new pumping unit and a new electronics that we are featuring into the market here.
And what are your future trends?
Well, we are presenting here this technology, which has a metering with a very high accuracy. We are also introducing our LPG dispensers as well as an innovative presentation to the market.
So I also see this product on your booth. What is this about?
Well, this is the Progress 5000, which is a multi-product dispenser that we are presenting. And here we are featuring it with a OPT, which are introducing also in the Latin American market, featuring the mobile payment solutions into the product, integrated with our ASK system and our interface for the fuel forecourt systems.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm now talking to Jessica from Jabakovi the Road. Jessica, can you tell me a bit about the product you're showcasing here at NACS PI?
Sure. This is our proof of concept order at the pump solution through the PetrolPlaza Tv solution that shows the media at the pump. This selection is based on a condensed kiosk menu that you can show at the beginning of a transaction while someone is fueling. It allows customers to create different menus that in-fuel customers can then select from, adding items to a system that then communicates with the kitchen monitor inside the store. Items can then be packaged and ready to go and then paid for with a receipt that comes out when the customer has completed their order.
Can you tell me a bit about how the new adaptation of the EMV has affected your business?
Sure. I mean, it's been a challenge for everyone, right? To get all the technologies completed and ready to go in time, but also allowing us to creatively come up with different ROI solutions for retailers to use in order to implement it, to actually give them a benefit from the EMV migration. So we've done things like the PetrolPlaza Tv with VNet, the food ordering at the pump, and loyalty integrations to try and make it a little bit easier.
In which part of the market you're going to focus in future?
So currently we're looking at the North American market. We're trying to focus on the trends around food service and provide solutions inside the store and out at the pump to help customers add to their food service offering. That is a growing trend everywhere right now. Doing features like the order at the pump, the food service inside, and the different kiosks obviously help that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm talking to Brian Reynolds from Simmons Corporation. Brian, thank you very much for your time. Can you tell me a little bit about what your company does and what the new concept is about?
Well, Simmons is out of Richardson, Texas, and we have been in the fuel inventory management business now for over 20 years. And so what we came up with this year is a theme where, honey, we shrunk to fuel shrink. And so what that's all about is CEOs all over the United States for any retail category, because of the fact that the economy hasn't grown at the fastest of paces over the last several years, have actually taken a search and destroy mentality on fighting shrink. Well, it just so happens that there haven't been too many fuel technologies for fighting shrink. But Simmons has come up with the best fuel shrink technology on the market today. So we can absolutely help fight shrink when it comes to fuel management.
Okay, great, thank you. I've just seen this screen here. Can you tell me a bit about how it works?
Well, this is an interesting factoid, I guess I could say, and it helps tell the story a little bit better. But the EPA actually has allowed a 1% margin of error for many years now on fuel reconciliations. So what does that mean? 1%, that doesn't sound like very much if you say it very fast, but when you break it down into the categories of what the possible shrink areas are, you can look here very quickly and see that two of these little components actually represent almost the 1%. Half of the 1% being in a short delivery area, in other words, the fuel didn't make it off of the truck. And then and close to the other half is actually through a concept known as meter drift. Our product, known as Clearview, can absolutely identify how much fuel was lost to a short delivery, and we can actually tell you how much was lost to meter drift. And so when I take these two factors into consideration and we start looking towards this 1% that can actually be prevented, 1% going back to the bottom line for a fuel category, which, by the way, turns out to be the #1 top line expense for inventory, that's a fairly significant number. 1% of a transport load of fuel is approximately 85 gallons. Well, 85 gallons, when you multiply that times 3, you're talking about $200 a load that we can help put back down towards the bottom line. Simmons has been doing this for many years. This product, known as Clearview, is the absolute fastest moving fuel technology in the entire United States. There are more of these systems being installed than any other technology in the fuel petroleum marketing category. This is a very unique product. It is growing very fast, and I predict in as short as about 5 years, this is going to be as common as a fire extinguisher in a convenience store.
That was very interesting. Thank you very much, Brian.
Well, thank you for coming to see us. I enjoyed our visit.
I'm now talking to Larry Taylor from Omtech. Larry, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Can you tell me a little bit about what the company does and what are the products that you are displaying here?
Omtech has been in the industry since the mid-'80s, and our main area of operations is we are a manufacturer of equipment for tanks and pipelines to improve the safety and environmental aspects of this operation, as well as to provide the customers with a very good knowledge of their inventory and to prevent them from overfilling the tanks and making a disaster.
Larry, can you tell me a little bit about how the new UST regulations did affect your business?
They're a lot of effect on everyone's business, including ours. What's happening in the industry today is we have a lot of people that are what are called Class C operators of storage tanks that are generally uneducated, untrained. And one of the things that we are trying desperately to do is to make, number one, when you have a problem with the tank and you get an alarm on the tank, first of all, many of these tank monitors are installed in inaccessible places, in back rooms that are often locked. So we've developed a device called the Mini-Me, which this is several different, this is an outdoor version of it, that's an indoor version. But the whole idea is we can connect to any commercial tank monitor and place this Mini-Me which in a more accessible place, out where it can be seen and heard. That's number one. Number two, most of the existing tank monitors are not like this. They don't have pictures or icons. They just give a bunch of text. And unfortunately, a lot of the people working in these facilities are more or less illiterate. So training them is really a challenge. So what we've done is made it so that instead of using a bunch of text, we're using icons to make it more understandable. And then the last thing, the thing we've done most recently is when you get an alarm and you send a message, a text message just says you have a leak in sump number 3, that may not mean very much to somebody that's working in a gas station or a C-store. So we've added what's called an ARM, an alarm response message. For each type of alarm on your tanks, you can program in a short message that not only says you have an alarm, but instructs that person into what the appropriate action might be when you get the alarm. So that oh, sump alarm, what does that mean? In this case, you can say call your boss and put the phone number in there, and so they'll know what to do. So a large part of what Omtech does, this is in summary, is we're trying to make tank operations safer and more environmentally sound by making the alarms more understandable.
Thank you very much. It was very interesting.
Thank you very much.